What's up, GFA squad? You know who it is, your host with the most, with another one, GFA. And today I'm actually going to talk about a little bit more serious topic. Actually, my friend went down on a motorcycle. It's money time. It's about to be with Team Suzuki out here. You know what I mean? Con mi gente, mi amiguito Diego. It's good with it, about to cruise these streets. Northern Virginia, Woodbridge. See, it's a beautiful day in the city. Team Suzuki in the building. We outside too. Oh, you know how I do. You got something to say to your fans, man?
Team Suzuki.
Team Suzuki, there it is. Sisu!
It's a good day to ride, man. We're going to just ride it out. Have a good time today.
Alright, let's get it.
That's it.
So I'm gonna talk to you about that. And, just being safety and all of that. I'm sharing my wellness journey with you all. Big part of that is travel, dating, and all of that good stuff, my lifestyle. And obviously, I'm into the motorcycle lifestyle. So that's for real. And the more and more I ride and see people out, and the weather's changing, switching up, the more I see people out, the more people actually interact with me, got questions about like me riding on a motorcycle, blah, blah, blah. However, and that's cool. I love it. You know what I mean? I like to tell the more people, the more riders out here, the better. From in my opinion, just that experience. I be telling people it's therapeutic for me actually riding a motorcycle. The thing that I could compare it most to is like swimming, because when I'm swimming, it's more like I'm not thinking about, I'm not focused on anything else. I'm focused on swimming and not drowning. Same thing on being on a motorcycle. I'm not focused. I'm just enjoying the ride. So like it's a stress reliever for me. Even it's funny because when I do say that to people, how therapeutic it is for me, people be laughing or whatever. But oftentimes they're not motorcycle riders, because any rider pretty much would know, nah, it's a good vibe. So I say all that to say, I wanted to talk to you about just being safe out there, because my guy, actually, he's in my banner on that. He got a GXSR 750. It's a 2019 smooth bike. I like that bike. Think it go like in first gear, because I was riding with him, but he hit first gear. He might have went up to like 70 miles per hour in first gear. Now me, I ain't doing that. But that's not what happened. I wasn't riding with him when he went down. He had just called me. It's like, yo, bruh, I dropped my bike now. I dropped my bike before, but not riding. Like, it's been parked, like on a sidewalk or something. But nah, he is like, bruh, and he been riding for at least 15 years. So he was like, bruh, I dropped my bike. I'm like, yo, what happened? He like, my guy, I was coming out. I was riding. I'm coming out like wherever little intersection he coming from, and he hit some gravel, and I guess when he hit the throttle from the gravel, his bike didn't get the traction, and in that his bike went down and him on it riding, and he slid that joint. So he didn't send me a picture of the bike or whatever, but he was like, bruh, he took it to the shop. It's at least $5K to get that joint fixed. So, that's I ain't get a pic of it or whatever, but he's like, yeah, it's gonna cost him like, I think it's like $5K to get that joint fixed. Cause it was a side, messed up his fairings, I guess his the handlebar part, all of that. Probably some of his levers, whether I don't know if it's his left side or right side, but the clutch or his clutch lever or his foot brake lever. So, that's why I tell people, because I'm promoting, obviously, just me riding around, showing y'all the beautiful views on the motorcycle. I'm promoting that lifestyle, and when I be in and out, so it's important for me to say, just be safe out there. So I'm gonna give you some more safety tips on the rest of this video, just stuff that I learned and people told me about. So I do refresher, because some of that I may have mentioned in previous videos. But when I got my, basically, what is that called, like a certificate, when you basically you gotta take it in where I got my motorcycle license. Initially I got it in Virginia, and where you have to do is you go to the class, you go to the riding class, and then you do the test part as far as the book test, and then you got to do the riding on a motorcycle portion where they grade you or whatever. And after that, then you could take that to the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, and they can add the motorcycle endorsement to your license. So I say that curves and intersections, that's what the teacher kept stressing over and over. Those are the main places where accidents tend to occur for motorcycle riders. Curves and intersections. So just be like extra on top of your toes when you riding on curve, when you come into curves and intersections. Just be mindful of that. But first, before I go any more about the safety tips, I'm gonna let my man talk to you about his experience using Bold Nature Shea Butter, the Mick.
Here, man, ever since I started using this, can't use anything else on my face, on my lips, on my hair. It's amazing, dog. Keep doing your thing. It's just you're gonna keep growing, you know? You're gonna grow mentally, and your hair's gonna grow off of this. You feel me?
Oh yeah. So yeah, be sure to check that out, boldnature.life. Shout out to the Colombiana model right there, showing you how it's done. But yeah, back to the video. Like, look what I'm about to pull up on. This is an intersection. You see, you got cars going both ways. Actually, I'm over here near Cleveland Park in Washington D.C. and like kind of near the zoo. And see, this is kind of a dangerous one because you got traffic coming from both ways. So I'd be in and out. Then you could have somebody walking right there, crossing on the crosswalk. That's an intersection. Crosswalks an intersection. So just curves and intersections. So that's boom. That's one, right? And the tip for me when I'm hitting these curves sometimes, especially if now I'm leaning a little bit better as the better I get rider. Like my one dude, shout out to Rue, giving me the heads up on that. It's just like, yo, when you be leaning, get your lean in there a little good, and it's what you feel comfortable with. But yeah, like, cause he's like, yo, you ever had your pegs hit the or like, you know what I'm saying, the little, like your brake peg or your clutch peg ever hit the ground yet? And I was like, yeah, one time when I was nervous, he's like, nah, that's gonna happen. But because I'm leaning, but major point is just go with what you're comfortable with. You ain't got nothing to prove on a motorcycle. You're gonna be riding for a long time, yo. So just ease up. But curves and intersections, that's where a lot of the accidents. So what I'm doing when I hit the curve sometimes, I'll squeeze in my clutch, and then if I gotta brake a little bit, I don't brake with my front brake. I'll brake with my rear brake, which is on the foot, using the foot brake. And that'll kind of guide it a little bit more versus if I use the front brake and or the rear brake simultaneously. That's a harder brake stop, and it might stop me versus I'm just trying to curve, and you know what I mean. Still, that's one tip on that. But overall, like I said, be comfortable in what you're doing. Just whatever you're doing, no rush. Hey, yo, you got a lot of time to get your miles up. I know you're gonna be competing with, not necessarily competing. You're gonna be riding with people that have been riding for like ages. Like both my dudes, they've been riding for over decades, you know what I mean? And like I said, my dude, he been riding for a minute and he just dropped his bike. So it can happen to the best of them. So just be comfortable. Another thing that might happen, like if you want to hill or something, and you're in a manual. It's a manual. It's not an automatic bike. So it might cut off on you because you didn't balance between the gears, and then it cut off on you. Yo, don't get nervous, don't get panicked. You might have people, especially if you're in a major city like DC or where it's a lot of traffic, might be somebody behind you. Yo, don't panic. Take your time, start it back up, go through your progressions, yo. Just be calm. For real, what might be underrated is your breathing. Like, make sure you breathing good, you comfortable. Remember I compared it earlier to swimming? Because same thing in swimming, yo, your breathing gotta be good. Yo, you panic, you drown, you feel me? There's no panicking. Just be paying attention. Keep your head on the swivel. I know y'all heard me say that in the previous video before. If you listen to it, yeah, keep your head on the swivel. Just check your surroundings and anticipate what drivers are going to be doing. Hey, unfortunately, people are not always paying attention. They might be on their cell phone, got kids in the car. It's a lot going on. Shout out to Rue for the next one. He was like, yo, don't really ride next to a car if you can avoid it. You know what I mean? Like if we ride on the freeway or whatever, and they don't ride right next to them, because you never know, something could happen and then they swerve over, they don't see you. So let them create that space right there. You see how that car right there in front of me now, obviously we about to come to a stop, but create that space right there so you're not directly next to somebody, and that should help you out. So yo, just overall, y'all be safe out there when y'all on the motorcycles. I want to see you out there. When you see me, say what up. You know what I mean? But just keep practicing. I don't care if you've been riding one day or you've been riding for 15 years. Just be safe and keep doing your thing out there, because it can happen any moment. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and close out. I got some more riding to do. So be sure to get with me, GFA Squad. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy yourself out there. Easy though.